Here's a scenario for you. It's a sunny afternoon. You're walking down the street on a nice summer's day. Perhaps you have a nice drink in your hand. Maybe you prefer a hot coffee. What do I know? Anyways, it's a beautiful day for a stroll downtown. You look down at your feet, and there it is, a copper Abraham Lincoln, face up, shiny, rose gold, minted as it's supposed to be. What do you do? If you are like most Americans, and frankly, if you're like me, you keep on walking by, ignoring the United States currency at your feet with real legal tender. Now, why is that? Try to remember the last time you spent a penny. I hate to make assumptions, but I would be willing to bet that most of your daily transactions are conducted via debit or credit card or with dollar bills. Maybe you do get change back. What do you do with it? Perhaps you're feeling charitable today, and maybe you put it in a tip jar, or a take a penny, leave a penny tray, or a box for charity like the Ronald McDonald House jars at McDonald's. However, most likely though, 66% likely to be exact, you will do nothing with it. That's right, you will do nothing with that penny, at least according to the statistics. According to the United States Government Accountability Office, 2/3 of pennies are immediately dropped out of circulation. That means that these pennies end up in piggy banks, couch cushions, jacket pockets, or, like the aforementioned penny at the beginning of this talk, laying forlornly on the pavement more often than they exchange hands in monetary transactions. In fact, according to a 2002 Gallup poll, 2% of Americans just throw away their pennies. No circulation, no spending, no exchanging hands, simply from hand to garbage can. 2% of Americans. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why it is time for the United States to join Canada, France, Ireland, New Zealand, and much of the other developed world in getting rid of the penny. It wouldn't be the first time that the United States got rid of a currency because of a nosedive in usability. In 1857, the United States discounted the half-cent coin when it had a 2018 equivalent buying power of 14 cents. So, in fact, if we're following the precedent previously set by the United States, we should also flirt with discontinuing the nickel and the dime, but that's subject for another time. In addition to being the least used form of currency in the United States, it is a money-losing proposition for the United States government from the very get-go. In 2014, 1 penny cost 1.7 cents to produce. So, it costs almost 2 cents to produce a single cent in the United States. I'm no mathematician, but in my estimation, that makes 0 cents. On a micro level, this may not seem like the biggest deal. But when you put it into terms of dollars and cents on a big level, this whole penny making gambit is a money losing proposition and costs the United States a ghastly financial toll. In fact, the penny cost the United States $69 million in losses compared to the coin's value. Because the penny has such a propensity to be thrown out or lost, the United States Mint has to churn out more of the penny than any other coin. This, in effect, drives up the losses that the country racks up over time. Some may argue that the penny, if it were abolished, businesses would round up prices, especially tags that are at 98 cents, to the nearest dollar, which would make goods more expensive on the average consumer. However, William Safire of the New York Times argues otherwise in his aptly titled essay, Abolish the Penny. According to Safire, the idea behind the 98-cent price tag is to fool you into thinking that it is less than $10, as he puts it. In truth, according to Safire, Merchants would round down to $9.95 on a $9.98 price tag originally, which would save the consumers billions of paper dollars over the next century from his perspective. Getting rid of the penny would save retailers the hassle of dealing with the coinage, which lengthens transactions and costs more in employee hours, as in waiting for buyers to fish them out, then to count, pack them up, then take them to the bank, than it would to toss them out simply. That's why there are aforementioned penny cups next to most registers. They save the seller time and the buyer the inconvenience of lugging around loose change that tears holes in pockets and now sets off alarms at every frisking place. In today's day and age of political division, I present you a rarity, an issue I truly believe everyone, regardless of political affiliation, can get behind and agree on. Unless you are being paid by large zinc corporations, or you simply think that the rusty finish makes the Abe Lincoln on the head of the penny look that much more honest, I do not see a reason for keeping the penny in circulation. That is why today, ladies and gentlemen, for all the reasons I have presented you, I believe truly and sincerely that it is time to abolish the United States penny and get rid of the copper nightmare. Thank you.